Howdy y'all, my name is Travis and I'm here at the Chisos Basin at Big Bend National Park for a quick overnight backpacking trip. I hope y'all will join me. I'm gonna hike the Pinnacles Trail this morning. I have 3 goals for this trip. I'd like to summit Toll Mountain and Townsend Point later today. And tomorrow I'd like to find an aspen grove here in the Chisos Mountains. Y'all wish me luck. Right there is Toll Mountain. That's where we're headed. Well guys, I made it to the summit of Toll Mountain up here. I'm gonna have me a quick snack, see if these clouds will pass over. It's really windy up there at the peak, so yeah, I'll show you some views here in just a second. Some of these peaks in Big Bend are named in honor of some important folks, so I wanted to give you a little information about Roger Toll, who this peak is named after. Toll joined the National Park Service in 1919 to serve as superintendent at Mount Rainier National Park. He later served as superintendent at Rocky Mountains National Park and Yellowstone National Park. In winter months, Toll was tasked with evaluating proposed addition to the National Park Service. He inspected 129 areas in an 8-year period. Most did not meet his criteria. A year after Big Bend had been established as a state park, Toll ventured to the region to judge the area himself. He was hosted by local ranchers such as Sam Nell and Homer Wilson, as well as park boosters such as Everett Townsend. In his report to his supervisors in D.C., Toll would write, "The Big Bend seems to be decidedly the outstanding scenic area of Texas." Toll's endorsement was an important first step towards establishing Big Bend National Park. As a member of the International Park Commission, Toll returned to explore the possibility of a U.S.-Mexico park in the area. On February 25, 1936, Roger Toll and George Wright were killed in an automobile accident near Deming, New Mexico, while traveling to Tucson from Big Bend. There are peaks named in honor of each man in Big Bend National Park. Boot cabin's covered in bees, guys. Oh yeah, they're everywhere. too. Let's check it out, guys. There's lots of burned trees up here, but looks kind of green right here. I am beat. I'm gonna have me a little snack here. See if I can't pick up some energy. Alright guys, we got camp all set up. Left some water in the bear box there. The pack feels about 15 pounds lighter now, so we're gonna go bag Townsend Point real quick. Wilson used to have sheep up here. In 1891, Everett Townsend lied about his age to join the Company E Frontier Battalion of the Texas Rangers. Townsend came to the Big Bend as a mounted inspector for U.S. Customs in Presidio County. In August of 1894, Townsend ventured into the Chisos Mountains, tracking mules stolen from a Mexican citizen. The panoramic view from the South Rim made a real impression on the young man. Decades later, he recalled that the sight had made him see God as he had never seen him before. Inspired by the expansive vista he had seen, Townsend vowed to preserve the region in some fashion. I wish you would make a map of the state showing the county lines. Put your pencil on the Rio Grande where Presidio and Brewster County meet. Then draw a line due east. At a distance of 60 miles, it will again strike the river. My dream is to make the area south of this line a park, and I shall live to see it done. Townsend managed the EL Ranch from 1900 to 1918. He was then elected sheriff of Brewster County. Following his third term as sheriff, Townsend was elected to serve as state representative in 1932. It was in this role that Townsend would be given the chance to make his dream come true. Everett Townsend would live to see his dream fulfilled. Following the establishment of Big Bend National Park in 1944, he was appointed U.S. Commissioner for the park. Townsend died in 1948 at the age of 77. On the 10th anniversary of the park's establishment, Superintendent Lon Garrison presented the Townsend family with the posthumous honorary Park Ranger Commission for the man remembered as the father of Big Bend National Park. Decades later, the second highest point in the Chisos Mountains is named Townsend Point in his honor. Listed on few maps, this is a fittingly quiet tribute to the young Texan who once stood on the South Rim and had a dream of preserving what he saw for the future. Alright y'all, it's dinner time, and before I eat here, I want to give a shout out to my good buddy Boondocking with Dennis. He's a big supporter of this channel. He's got a YouTube channel and he makes videos down there on the Gulf Coast, and me and him have one thing in common, and that's we like dehydrated meals. Alright. Alrighty, Dennis, I think I got this one rehydrated well. This thing is Pro Pack Mountain House chicken and rice with red bell peppers, carrots, and celery. And it smells like some really good chicken noodle soup. So I'm excited to stuff this down my pie hole. Much better. Chicken and rice gets a 7 out of 10. That wasn't bad. Doesn't beat chicken pesto pasta, but pretty good. Might be my favorite Mountain House meal. Contender for sure. Well, guys, you get awesome service out here in South Rim. Ngannou sitting down Tyson Fury. Uh-oh. Beautiful setup shot right there. Down goes Fury.
Anything can happen when you're this big.
Well guys, I've been bushwhacking in this boulder field for about 15 or 20 minutes looking for these aspen trees. And the only thing I'm finding that resembles an aspen tree is pretty short. These coordinates I got are below 7,000 feet, which was surprising to me. I think you could probably find some bigger trees at higher elevations, but I'll show you what I found. To be completely honest, I'm not 100% certain that that's an aspen tree. So yeah, that's a bit anticlimactic from what I was expecting. So we're gonna do some more research and we'll be back to the Big Bend in no time. We're gonna probably make plans to get further up that boulder field because I saw some yellow up there and there's probably some bigger trees than this little guy right here. So I'll chalk it up to half a success. These little things aren't mature enough for me to tell if they're aspens or not, to be honest. I'm not a botanist. Just finished having me a snack here at Laguna Meadow campsites. Right there's the composting toilet. I overheard somebody at Pinnacles Pass say that the one at Boot Canyon looked like a war scene. The big house. Well guys, I'm trying to new backpack this trip. My Granite Gear bag that I've had since I started backpacking, its straps just don't handle a lot of weight real well. Yeah, I did some research after my trip to the Santa Fe Wilderness earlier this summer, and a lot of people have that problem once you start getting up over 25 pounds or so. You just don't support the weight well. My biggest concern is hauling water, especially out here in the desert. Yeah, I got an Osprey Exos 48, and I can tell y'all right off the bat, this one handled the weight much better. My pack weight, fully loaded, food and water and everything, was just around 25 pounds, so it wasn't a super heavy pack, but no soreness at all on my traps from this bag, so I'm happy with it so far. $17 miles, 3,000 feet. Pretty good weekend. I try to save my trips at Big Bend for cooler weather, but my first and last trips of the season usually end up a little warmer than I'd like. This trip just before Halloween was no exception. I had a warm night in the tent, but that sunrise on the south rim made it worth the sweat. A few wildfires and 100 years may have passed since Everett Townsend stood on the south rim and saw God, but I'll tell you, it's still as special of a place as there is to this Texas boy. I won't ever get over those Chisos Mountain views. I want to thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one.